Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, it's me, your girl, Mburiya Bahlave Mtlavendina, Nanyana Yakati Isa, Junik. Don't forget the drama with the drama, Junik with the drama. Today I have a guest host on my channel, and you know what? Grab something to drink, grab something to snack, and come right back after the chorus. Today it's a serious topic, yo. It's very serious, so don't go anywhere. Hi guys, welcome back. So as I told you earlier, I'm not alone today. I am with my colleague Zaki.
Hello guys.
So thank you Zaki for being here.
Thank you for having
I
me.
know there were multiple attempts for us to have this sit down, but we finally did it.
Finally.
So earlier on I told my viewers that today we're going to have a serious talk, and I'm hoping that perhaps one or two people can learn something from our conversation today.
Hopefully.
So let's ease into it, okay? So first of all, just tell me, Zaki, I want to know your brief background, okay? So I want to know, like, where do you come from? Where are you right now? Just a short history. You don't have to tell people any like deep details. A rough idea, so that they can sort of understand why we're here today.
Cool. So basically, where I'm from, I'm a half Palestinian, half Syrian, half Filipino also.
So like you're a cut off edge.
Exactly. So my dad is actually a Palestinian. He was born and brought up in Syria.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and my mom is Filipino. Obviously, I was born and brought up here in Abu Dhabi all my life, and I've been working since then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, do you speak all three languages, or?
Not that much in Tagalog, you can say.
But I bet you can understand.
Yeah, I can understand.
So no one
I know
can
Urdu more than Tagalog, you know?
No way.
Yeah, imagine.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So like if you have Filipinos around and they're talking, would you be able to pick 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, some, not that much, but I could a little bit, not that much.
So in your household, what language were you guys?
English and Arabic, of course. Yeah, just English and Arabic.
So you're Arabic. Well, I guess you are Arabic.
I am.
Yeah.
I studied in Arabic school.
Oh, you can read Arabic as well?
Yeah, of course,
Nice.
obviously, yeah.
So where does the name Zaki come from?
So my dad's actual name is Zaki. My actual name is Muhammad.
So that's why I'm asking, because I got confused. I'm like, whenever I search, I'm like, wait, is Zaki? Like Zaki? There's no Zaki, so I thought maybe it was a nickname.
No, my dad's name is Zaki. That's what. So nobody calls. So everybody's name is Muhammad. Nobody calls them by Muhammad. They call them by either the family's name or their father's name.
Okay. Oh, so that's where it comes from.
Yes.
Ah, nice. So you mentioned that you are half Palestinian and Syrian and then Filipino. So like with the current issues that are happening. Okay, with the current issues that are happening, I just want you to understand, because obviously we've been watching the news.
Of course,
and you know, there's so much that's going on.
Yes, obviously.
You know, and I'm gonna be honest, like for a moment I had no idea what this was all about. Like it's one thing that you hear, there's a war and whatnot, and then you start seeing the videos, what people are saying, and then you're like, wait a minute, so what exactly is happening? Like between, is it Palestine or Palestine? Palestine, between Palestine and Israel. So I guess what I want to ask is, because you have a lineage of being a Palestinian, do you perhaps understand where all this began? Like, where was the origin for this? Because a lot of people say you guys have been fighting for a very long time.
Yes, it's been more than 70 years actually. It started since 1947.
No way.
Yeah, so basically what happened back then is So when the Jewish were getting murdered by Hitler, yes,
yeah.
exactly. So the UN decided, okay, the land that was given to them was Palestine.
Right.
So when the Israeli came to Palestine, we Palestinians welcomed them because in our entire life we lived with Jewish and Christian and every other religion. We didn't mind them, so we were like, it's okay, we welcome them. But then all of a sudden, one night they flip on us and they start killing our women, our children, and they start lighting up our places, our homes, our land, and all of that. So our land was my dad's land was way back long ago. Once they flipped on us.
Once they flipped.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is the land originally belonged to
Palestine. Yeah, exactly. It was a Palestinian land since the beginning of the century. It was a Palestinian land. It was never a Jewish, an Israeli land. Okay, it was Palestine. It was called Palestine for a very long time.
So are we saying, correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be very biased with this. Are you saying that the Jews originally did not have a territory that they call their own?
No, they don't. They don't. See, as a Jew, as a religion, you don't own a territory.
That's true.
That's true. I mean, you don't own a territory. So they claimed that it's their land. On what terms?
On what terms?
Yeah. How do you claim it's your land? It was never mentioned in the religion, never mentioned in anything. It's only because the UN told them that you can
stay here.
Exactly.
You can be here for a moment.
Exactly.
And then they liked the place and decided, we want to stay here.
Yeah, we want to stay here longer. Exactly. So that's what happened basically.
Speaking of religion, there are things where people say this goes back to the time where Father Abraham's time. So I know you are Muslim and I'm Christian, but I also know that you guys know Abraham, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they say that this war has been it's been going on since the days of Abraham, where the Israelites came into a territory that it was not theirs and whatnot. What do you think about that?
So we didn't have a conflict with them. It's more basically, so our prophets, when they were there, they were asking for people to repent to the religion. Okay, so that was the prophet's role, is to repent to the religion, which is Islam. Okay, so Jewish back then used to always mock and sarcasm our prophets. Okay, so that's basically. We had a lot of Jewish who were repented and became Muslims and all of that, but they were known back then of their sarcasm and how they mock a lot of the prophets.
So, from my understanding, with what you're saying, this thing is more than just about land. Like the.
Well, see, basically, right now it's about the land.
Yeah.
Back then
it was probably about religion.
Exactly, it's just about religion. But right now it is about the land. That's how it is basically.
So obviously you are one from a generation that left Palestine.
Yes.
Was your dad born there?
No, he was born in Syria.
Okay.
My granddad was born in Palestine.
Do you have a lot of people that had to flee out of Palestine because of this?
I had my brother's granddad murdered.
Oh my!
When he was fleeing, so basically he was in the bus. He was fleeing from the land. He was in the bus. Okay, and they shot him. Yeah, trying to flee, and they shot him in the bus.
Oof.
Yeah.
Trying to leave Palestine, his land.
Yep, exactly. What the Israelis have been doing is for a very long time. This genocide and cleansing, it's been happening for a very, very long time. It's just that they've been getting away with it. You got what I mean? It's just 2020 is when people started recognizing, oh, something's happening with Palestine.
Something is going on.
Yeah, but guys, wake up. It's been happening for a very long time.
Yeah.
You got what I mean? So this genocide, this cleansing, it's been happening for a very long time. Like, we Palestinians are kind of used to it. Why? Because this has been happening for a very long time. Has been this bit of oppression, this colonization from Israel, and nobody's been doing anything about it, as you've seen. Like, just a few days ago, they finally let in the aid to go in, the food aid to go in.
In Palestine?
Yeah, and just they let in 20 buses. Imagine, 20 trucks.
Wait, hold on. If you're saying they finally let in aid, are you saying that they are controlling the borders as well?
Yeah, they control the borders.
Oh.
Israel controls the borders, controls the electricity, controls the water that's even in Palestine. So, yeah, they control everything.
Wow. Wow, man.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they control everything. They control every single thing. They control Palestine without even controlling them. That's what I mean.
But I have a question though, Zaki, because you mentioned that in 2020 something happened, and then from my shallow understanding, Palestine is sort of like they are the ones who poked, because I think there was a group that actually sent like
in 2020 or just
recently?
7th October.
Yeah,
yes,
recently.
Hamas basically.
Yes. So those Hamas, are those part of Palestinians or?
They are part of, see, I'll be very honest, they are part of Palestine. Okay, and this group came out to defend the people of Palestine
Out of
because
frustration.
There's nobody, we don't have an army. There's nobody to
You
protect.
don't have
We
an
don't have an
army?
army. Nobody's protecting the Palestinians. So who are there to protect them? Hamas. Hamas came out in 2014. So just even recently came out. We didn't have. So imagine for the past 50 years, we didn't have anybody who was helping us or aiding us or keeping us safe. Hamas just came out recently in 2014, and they poked Israeli civilians. Okay, because see, we've been getting poked our whole life. Our women, our children, they were either getting raped, murdered, or imprisoned.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so
That's terrible.
I see a lot of people say, yes, you guys we are the last one who poked them. We've been getting poked for all this time. You just notice this is
the one poke.
The one poke, the first poke that we've ever done. The first poke that we've ever done, and you guys saying that, oh, the Israelis have the most intelligent secret service and all of that bullshit, and Hamas went in and
I guess
grabbed the
also
civilians.
I think maybe that's what maybe made the Israel people mad, because they're considered to have the best intelligence, and yet the Hamas group managed to get in.
That's why they're bombing. That's why they're bombing right now Palestine. It's out of the frustration that happened to them. Is like Hamas came in and grabbed our civilians under our noses. Of course, that's what's happening right now.
Oh man,
they're just pissed off of what happened to them. Is how could they do that to us?
How dare you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, we laugh, but it's really a sad situation.
It is.
It's one thing, like I understand that there's a whole lot of conflict, but it sort of like gets out of hand when the civilians are involved, because those are the innocent people that are suffering. I think last week the other day when they bombed a hospital.
Yes.
And there were people on video carrying these lifeless babies, infants.
It's a war crime.
Babies, like they didn't do any crime. They don't even know where this all began. But like, it was just like a pain. I couldn't watch the video.
It's devastating to be honest.
And I know, like, it's difficult to say oh, one stands with this, one stands with this. I think at the moment of time where we are right now, it's just like, can't we have
Human rights.
peace?
Yeah, that's at least a human right. See, we're not asking for sides to be chosen. All we're asking is for human rights.
Save the human race.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think United Nations is? Isn't that like UN supposed to
That's-
intervene? And
That's
do-
what they're supposed to do, but they haven't intervened till now. Like literally, I'm telling you, they've told. So they had the board meeting like just 2 days
Ah,
ago.
yes, I think I might have seen that.
And then the Egyptian
Leader?
president told them, if you guys are not gonna let in the medical aid go in, we're getting our army in. So then I think that's why they let in a few medical aids go in. But again, just 20 trucks. What is 20 trucks for 1.5 million people just living in Gaza?
I know.
And they're all asking for water. They're all asking for food. They're all asking for aid.
I know, I've seen.
You guys
I've
are
seen.
really.
It's
So
a,
it's terrible to be honest.
it's a sad situation.
It
we're
is a
currently
very sad
in.
situation.
Oof. God help us all.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a war crime, but nobody's doing anything. You guys are doing it.
What do you think about people saying this might be World War III?
Well, see, I'll be
What's-
very honest. If Israel doesn't slow down with their bombing,
Yeah,
then something is gonna happen. Obviously,
something might happen.
because already other countries they're not happy of what's happening currently in Palestine. Like again, see, forget religion, forget land, forget all
Land
that.
and all that.
Look at human rights.
Yeah,
Human rights.
yeah.
That's it. Look
Do
at
you think they ever tried? Sorry. Do you think they ever tried to sit down and have talks? Like,
that would
let's
never
sit
happen.
it like
That would
normal
never
people.
happen. That would never happen. Unfortunately, see, because we as Arabs see Israelis as pigs.
Oh,
Israelis see us as animals.
oh wow.
Yes.
So I guess like the feud is deep.
Yes. Exactly. It's so deep.
So you see, the way you express your emotions when you're talking about this, I bet, let's say in the future, your child will also have those emotions.
Yeah, of course.
So this is going to be like a generational thing.
Yes.
And if we don't fix it, this thing might actually continue for a very long time.
It will. See. How can I say this? See, we only have an issue with the Israelis. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. We don't have issues with Jewish, we don't have issues with any religion.
Mm.
Our only issue is just the Israelis, Zionists. Okay? Because what they've done is not humane at all. It's unhumane at all. You got what I mean? All the Palestinians were asking is for human rights, okay,
See us as human.
equity. You got what I mean? Because see, Palestine recognized Israel a very long time, okay, and the UN said before that there's gonna be equity, the land separation
Half,
between
half.
yes, exactly,
Half,
land
half.
separation between Palestine
Yeah.
and Israel, and that never happened. So
Maybe that would solve. You know, somebody just comes and say, okay, you take this,
maybe
you take this,
Yeah, maybe.
don't be greedy.
Yeah. See, we've been
For the
living.
sake of the humans, you know, for
Yeah. We've been there. We've been living there since for a very long time, and we're not. Nobody's leaving since that till now. There's people who are living there.
Yeah.
That day, I was talking to my friend. I went to his office. Imagine.
Yeah.
And he had his screen TV live of the bombing. Every time a bomb would come down, he'd call his family. Are you guys
Oh
okay?
my.
Did it come to you guys?
my.
Imagine. I was like.
Oh, that is too much.
Too much. I was like,
That
dude,
is
I don't
too
know.
much.
I don't know how can
How are you even coming to
Yes.
work?
Yes, I don't know. How are you coming to work?
I guess it's easy for us to make judgments because
we're not in
we
the
are
situation.
not in the situation.
We're not there.
But like if something similar was to happen to us, probably, you know, would be also way too affected.
Yeah, of
You
course,
know.
of course.
Have you ever traveled there recently?
Unfortunately, no. Never went there. As a Filipino passport, I can go there. Okay.
Okay.
But for me, to be honest, I don't choose to go there. Why? Because there's a lot of racism.
Is it?
Yes. Towards Arabs. Okay. Not towards.
But isn't it an Arabic land?
You go to Israel. You don't go through Palestine.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, if you want to go to Palestine, you need to go through Israel to Palestine.
Palestine don't have an airport?
No, they don't have an airport.
Oh really?
There's no airport. Even the cross, even if you want to cross over the cross border, you need to cross to Israel to Palestine.
No way.
Yes, that control.
So like, is it?
Yes.
So even if you
controlled.
leave and you go past through Israel.
Yes, it's that controlled. I don't know if you've seen the maps, dude. If you look at the maps, Gaza is just a tiny
Yeah, it's like
bit
a strip in the middle.
Just a tiny bit of land.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit of land. Nothing that much. So it's all controlled by Israel. It's all controlled by Israel. And they're just fighting this tiny bit of land.
I actually had to Google recently. I had to Google, I'm like, I need to see, this land that's causing all commotion. And then I saw like the strip and I thought, okay, maybe that's just like a town. But that's Palestine?
That's that,
Oh,
the whole thing is Palestine, but that tiny land is what's remaining of Palestine. Yes.
So, which means back then it was probably bigger than that.
It was. So there was no Israel back then. There was nothing called something back then Israel. Since the beginning of the creation of Earth, there was nothing called Israel. It was Palestine. Only when the UN decided to give an Israeli a land, then they called it Israel.
They called it that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that is very interesting. Speaking of which, what do you think about the media, like the way the media is portraying? Do you think that, because you mentioned that this has been going on for so long, do you think that perhaps this time around the media is probably like in our face, covering or reporting correct things? Because I think like in the past, maybe they didn't make it out to be as serious as it is.
No, that's not about being serious. They were sharing false information. Like for example, they shared about Hamas beheaded 40 babies. Where's the proof? Where's the pictures? Nothing. Nothing. They showed just one picture, and they showed that this picture was actually AI generated. Imagine. Yeah, imagine.
Oh man.
So,
and that gets to people, because the moment you see that, you're like, terrorists.
Yes, exactly.
Terrorists. No one
directly.
fights for people and beheads 4 babies, 40 babies.
Yeah. So imagine like you as you said, if people seeing this, they get frustrated directly. One kid got stabbed by his landlord because he was Israeli and he was a Muslim. Imagine, he stabbed his landlord, stabbed his kid because he saw this incident
and just got frustrated.
Yeah.
And out of anger.
Yes, exactly. But again, there's no kids, there's no proof, there's no nothing. Okay.
I guess you're right on that one, to say the media has the power to drive or stir up emotions in people.
Yes, but the thing is, the media, unfortunately, were spreading false information.
Back then. Oh, it's still, still now.
Like what I've seen for myself, as in like half an Arab, half Filipino, I've seen like how the West and the Arabs come up with the media. Like, some Arabs, some news media, they fake information, but at least the information comes out correct at the end.
Yeah.
And the West media, dude, you get lost.
Yeah. I guess if you listen to the West, you'd be confused.
Yes, you'll be
like, one day, oh my goodness, Israel. Yes. No, the next day you're like, oh, Palestine. No. So I guess it's one of those. That's why I always say it's good to talk to somebody who actually understands the root cause, because just looking at the media, you you might easily get confused. You might
Yeah, you
easily
need
get
to be you
confused.
need to be educated historically. You got what I mean? You just read the history. It was a Palestinian land. It has always been a Palestinian land.
Yeah.
It's only when the UN decided to give an Israeli land.
So I'm curious about one thing. I don't know if you have heard of the Israelites that were in the Bible. Okay, so like it's Abraham's lineage.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a promised land that was promised to the Israelites. See, the thing is, I don't even know if Abraham's Israelites are the same as Israel, or that's just, you know, a mix-up. I don't even know. I've been trying to make sense of it, to say, is maybe Palestine land the land they called
the promised
land? Is this the land?
Maybe.
You know, it's all questions.
Maybe. I don't know, to be honest.
Same, I don't know as well.
I don't want to say some stuff that I'm not sure of.
I mean, it's just it's assumptions.
Yeah.
Well, I guess somebody would know, but
somebody would know. Yeah, obviously.
So what do you think? Like, what do you think it will take for it to end? Is it the half and half? Is it the sit down? Is it the yielding? What do you think it will take for this war to end?
See, for this war to end, it has to be a sit down.
Right?
Yeah. Why? To let out all the frustrations, all the talk, all the you can say
the
anger. Yeah, exactly. All the anger. You get what I mean?
Let
out all the anger.
Yeah.
Because having the land half on half, that will never solve it. Why? Because there's going to be always conflict. If the people has never spoken out,
they need to be heard.
Yes, exactly.
They need to be heard to say, you hurt me.
Yes, exactly. They did. They heard them. So they need to know that they've hurted us for a very long time, for more than 70 years.
More than 70 years is a long time.
Yes,
man.
exactly.
It's a very long time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, you know, for now, all we can do is pray.
Yeah, all we can do is pray for them. Yeah, all we can do is pray for them.
Especially for the kids and actually even regular civilians. It's just either way.
Pray for everybody. Pray for everybody.
Either way, both sides. It's just not right what's going on.
Exactly. Not humanely.
Maybe these are the end times. You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
Do you guys talk about end of, like, we have Revelation in the Bible. We have a chapter that talks about what will happen during the end of times. I don't know if you guys have that in the Quran.
Same. We Muslims do have this, and we think that this is the signs. Actually.
Right?
Yes.
Because, you know, Revelations does talk about all these wars, false prophets, all these things that are going to happen. And then you look at the world right now, you're like, there's the Ukrainian war, there's this war. Don't even get started about the Africans that are the African wars that are not even being recognized, you know, in the media. And you're like, oh man, God help us.
God help us.
God help
Help us, inshallah, that we also be on the right side.
Yes, you don't want to be caught on the wrong side. Yes, that's true. That's true.
You want to be always on the right side.
For sure. Well, it's been nice having a chat with you, Zaki.
It was nice. Same here.
I have learned so much, you know, and it's so interesting that, you know, you are a mixed breed.
Thank you.
Like you're a
hybrid.
A cocktail of a person. Like when I look at you, I can't put you anywhere because you say three is it nationalities?
3 nationalities.
And I'm trying to say, okay, where do I place you? But I don't know. You've got this, I don't know, I guess that's the beauty of having a mixture.
Yes, exactly.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For taking this time to
you.
educate me.
Thank
to be
you.
honest, I had absolutely limited knowledge on everything that was going on. But, you know, when we had a brief chat last time, I was like, hold on, Zaki. We need to have this on tape because you are educating me right now. I had no idea about all this. And then it was good because then that made me start to research more and find out more stories about what's going on.
Know what's happening in the world, basically.
Yeah.
Understand what's happening.
Okay, guys. So thank you guys for being with us. I guess all we can do for now is let's pray.
Yeah.
Let's pray. God save us all. You know, whether you are white, blue, green, you know, African, Western. At the end of the day, we are all humans, and I like to believe that we are all children of the Most High God. So that's pretty much it from me. And you know, again, thank you.
I
like to say annyeong to my it's a Korean.
Yeah, I know.
You know, of course you know. You can't be half Filipino and not know. So annyeong.
Annyeong. See you guys.
Bye.